What's up, guys? We got a first place winner here with a spicy deck profile. And what is your name, by the way?
Hey, my name's Evan Gonzalez from Dallas, Texas.
All right, nice. What did you play to win your pod for this particular
Just
event?
a pod, just a locals, but it was pretty fun to me. Got to play Ojamas. I have the three boys right here. So people know I'm not trolling. It's not a clickbait. Ojamas and Edison.
What were your matchups throughout the whole day? I'm kind of curious. So did you have easy ones?
Hero beat, Glad, Hero beat.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you played. Did you not play Bayou?
I didn't get to play Bayou. That's my worst
I see.
matchup.
Alright.
I dodged it. I dodged it 100%, so I got super lucky.
What else is the worst matchup for this particular event?
Glad beats is super hard too in some situations, but it's only because like if they go first, they get to control board. I can't just swing it myself.
I see. Okay, let's get into the deck follow.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you guys saw, you have the three boys. Three boys of blue.
What do they do?
This guy right here, if he dies by battle, I get to search for 2 Ojama cards.
Okay.
And that comes up in our combo later. We play the 1 cat because we're playing a beast deck. 1 debris dragon because they're level 2, we can go into Iron Chain. Sangan because he searches our stuff. Sea koala for sometimes a.
What does it do?
The sea koala itself is if you have another beast monster, you can target a monster on the field and it has 0 attack.
Okay.
For the turn.
For the whole turn.
And then Tragodia is the real secret MVP of this deck because you can get about 9 cards in your hand thanks to Ojamagic. And then you swing with the Ojama Blue, get more cards, get to 11, it's at 66.
Wow.
Just swing over people.
Got it.
Monk, Raikou. These are very like Edison staples.
Yeah.
The 2 Arabellums because they're the best beasts in the whole format, in my opinion.
Yeah. Me too.
Junk Warrior, so we can just make Catastor whenever we feel like it. Super Mega Nimble Hamster to either set Raikou or set Ojama Blue. Force them to use some sort of interaction to pop. If not, then my blue just will swing. And that's all of the monsters.
Okay.
But everything kind of does its own thing. I feel like it's just a toolbox engine of getting things in the graveyard and recycling for Tragodia. But you can still do other things. Like it's able to stop some Deep King fish plays thanks to Ojama Knight in the extra deck.
Right. Okay.
But overall,
clog up their
clog up the zones. Yeah.
I see.
It's pretty dope.
Sort of like Kashtira.
Yeah, pretty much like Kashtira before Kashtira. And then we have our spells, MST. I think it should be in every deck. Creature swap. I thought about not even playing it, but it won me a lot of games, so I'm glad it's at 1, I guess.
Okay.
Card destruction. You can also proc off your Ojamagic off of this, so you can draw 8 in theory if you don't draw any of the pieces.
Yeah.
Pot of Avarice, Brain Control, 2 instant fusions to get out your Ojama Knight or your Fusionist, Mind Control, Heavy.
Yeah, all good spells.
And then the Ojama spells, Ojama Country.
Can you explain what this does?
Yeah, it's if you have an Ojama monster, it literally just swaps the attack and defense of all monsters on the field. And then if you discard an Ojama card, non-targeting, special summon an Ojama from the graveyard.
Okay.
So you get to kind of play around DD Crow, and that's kind of what makes it work. Then you have your Ojamagics, which get you yellow, green, and black all together. Sometimes this is a brick, but you kind of have to play it if you're playing the deck in general.
Okay.
A +3 is never really a bad thing, especially if you have like cards for cost like Wing Wind Blast.
Yeah.
You have Mirror Force right here. My 2 Wing Wind Blast, like I was saying. This card is the best card in Edison, in my opinion. Just top decking something.
Yeah.
TT, Bottomless, and Trap Death Shoot. And I think there's 1 card missing right here, which should be just my Starlight.
Okay. Is that 40 card exactly?
Yep, 40 cards exact.
Very nice. Okay. Let's go into your. Do you want to go your side deck or your?
Whichever you want first.
Let's go extra.
Extra, for sure,
I'm kind of curious.
We'll start with our fusions. We have Ojama Knight, 0 attack, 2500 defense. It blocks 2 zones when it's summoned. So with Ojama Country, you have a 2500 beater that you can revive after using Instant Fusion, or using him to get into Stardust with Junk Synchron, or into Thought Ruler because he's a 5, so he's Instant Fusion targetable.
Okay, so you're not targeting special summon this Ojama Country.
Yep. Or you use Instant Fusion, then synchro it off. Now you have Stardust or Thought Ruler or Colossal Fighter.
Is Ojama Country searchable with your Ojama Blue?
Yes, it is.
Is that the only way you search for it?
Yes. There's another way in the extra deck, but it depends on like what the matchups for
Got
sure.
it. Okay.
Fusion is just because it's level 3, so I can go into 6 like Brionac. Or not level 6 like Brionac, but just go into level 6s in general. Armory Arm, because in case you take a Plague Spreader. Catastor. Brio's a really good card. You got Goyo right here as well. Iron Chain. For the Debris Dragon, you have Black Rose. I never went into this once, actually.
That's surprising.
I kind of think I want to cut it. Yeah, I think I kind of want to cut it, honestly. I mostly went more into Arcanite every time I had Monk, so I feel like this is just better. I should just play 2 of it. Because it's also a 3800 beater with 2 tokens with Ojama Country out.
You can give them spell counters?
You start with spell counters, but you have Ojama Country and Ojama out. Your attack is now the attack points and defense points. So it's a 3,800 beater.
Oh, that's really crazy.
And if not 2,800, and then you're still like a decent threat.
Oh, I see.
Obviously, to get rid of country, you're kind of in trouble.
Yeah.
Stardust, Thought Ruler, Colossal, Red Dragon. This is also something I don't think I should play anymore either. I just never summoned it.
Well, have you considered what you want to cut for it?
Not at all. I'm thinking maybe just playing 3 Ancient Fairies. This card's actually MVP.
Okay.
This is actually like the best card in the extra deck. It allows you to make. I would have played a whole bunch. If I had thought about playing 3 before, I would have played a whole different side deck.
I see.
Entirely. But this card is MVP, and this is why I was able to win Frog matchups pretty easily, and like type dependent matchups as well.
Airbellum is the main way you're making this?
Yes.
Using the
Airbellum, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Not Debris. I mean, Debris was Sangan, I guess.
Yeah, Debris and Sangan is the only way, yeah.
I see. Okay.
And then whenever you're ready for the side, I got the
I'm ready
side.
now.
This is what made Ojama Country and everything searchable in certain matchups. Thanks to Ancient Fairy. You can pop your own field spell, get a different field spell.
Yeah.
Zombie World turns off Monarchs, it turns off Caius, turns off Ryza.
Right.
I think secretly just way better than Mask of Restrict. It's also more searchable if I chose to play Terraformings in my deck.
Yeah.
But this card just wins a lot of matchups automatically.
That makes sense.
3 Shadow Imps. I'm very scared of Vayu.
Yeah.
I don't like dark decks, even though I play Junk Synchrons. This card is just, I'm scared of all the dark monsters,
That's
honestly.
right. Junk Shaker is another level 3 tuner.
Yeah.
You can use to make Ancient Fairy Dragon.
2 Royal Decrees. I don't really need my traps that often, really.
Yeah.
It's really an all gas deck that looks like it's not gas. And it's just, the appearance is deceiving.
Yeah.
And then 2 Cyber Dragons. I think you have to always play it in general. And then my 15th card, I had it right there in the extra, or in the side right there. Then we have the Slow Release. Now we're at 12. Plague, Chaos, and the final one is just the Chimera Fortress.
Yeah, to be able to
use that Cyber Dragon if I need to for Machina. That's also a hard matchup, but like if they have it, they have it.
Machina is a hard matchup?
Yeah.
I see.
They're just big, and if I destroy them with any card effect, I just hyper neg.
Hyper neg, I see. Cool. I mean, that's a really cool deck file that you were able to take to this particular pod, and I'm glad that you won because I think a lot of people want to be able to play a lot of different varieties, and you're able to do that.
I love Ojamas, and I love my team. Team Cypher is the best.
Any sort of like tips you want to give for this particular deck? Like
Dude,
matchups.
Ojamas is game 1, you have all the surprise.
Yeah.
Game 3, all of your sauce is what you have to hide.
Yeah.
And so you just got to use your side deck. Side deck is where you win the match game 3. You'll never win 2-0 against anyone.
Yeah.
You are at a disadvantage.
Yeah, because
you are at a disadvantage.
You're playing like the 2 vanillas.
Yeah, you're playing so many bricks in your deck. You're playing 5 bricks where everyone else is playing consistency.
Right.
But you do get a lot of explosive plays that kind of carry out in your favor.
How are you adding, or how are you sending the Ojama vanillas to the graveyard?
So they're your whole bullets for your Ojama Country.
Oh, I see.
So
you
Ojama Country,
discard.
you have to discard an Ojama monster or Ojama card to get the revive.
Oh, I see.
So you discard. So once you add the yellow, green, and blue, you discard them for the revives to get your knights back or your blue back.
Or your blue back to get more pluses, essentially. Oh, I see. That makes a lot more sense.
So we're just thinning out our deck hyper, and then we're swinging with our blue and summoning Tragodia with big stats.
Yeah. Okay. So Tragodia is the actual win condition of your deck.
Yeah, he's the secret win condition. But he's I'm only playing at 1, just because I like playing the Ojama part itself.
And then, well, Ancient Fairy Dragon, you can also swap him to 3,000 attack.
Yep,
I'm assuming.
same thing. Yep.
So you have a 3,000 beat stick.
Yep.
Have you considered playing cards like Honest in your deck? Or
I do play 1 Honest.
Oh, I guess I didn't see it.
So that way I don't die in 1 hit sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes just having Ojama Blue crash for the 2-for-2 trade is incredibly worth it. A guy had out a Stardust in one of the games because I heavied blindly. And then I just swung with blue and dropped Honest and got rid of that Stardust. So I got the plus off it too.
Aside from Tragodia, are you OTKing other ways besides using that guy? Are you like pumping out a bunch of Ojamas somehow?
Yeah, so you pump out a lot of Ojamas and just switching the stats. Debris Dragon becomes a 2k beater with Ojama Country when you revive an Ojama with Ojama Country. So you just get to swing with a 2k beater out some things. Before I was playtesting with like Snowman Eaters.
Right.
And just having a 1900 Snowman Eater attack.
Yeah.
Or defense mode, depending if I didn't have
Ojamas.
Ojamas. So I'm like, now I'll go on the offense with it, and I'm getting 2,900 damage. You kind of pick and poke. Usually the max out damage you do without Tragodia is like 3,400 per turn.
I see.
If you can hit them.
Is Ojama Country a heart once per turn?
It's not soft once per turn.
So you're able to revive multiple
Yep.
Ojamas so long as you're able to
Yep,
bring them
that's
out.
what I'm thinking about. If I do take out Red Dragon Archer, I'll put back a second Ojama Knight,
Yeah.
so I can have more power.
That's
and
2,500
block out.
defense he has.
Yeah, 5k.
So 5k.
stats.
So you just need a
And
clear
then they only have
3,000.
one zone. Unless it's frogs, they're not really killing me.
Is Ojama King necessary in this deck? Oh, you have to play Polymerization.
I wanted to play King, but he's 6, and you have to play Poly. It's,
Yeah, you have to play
it's too much
Poly.
work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for the deck profile, Mr. Evan, and I'll see you. Hopefully, I'll see you more in the future.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Take care, guys.
Peace out.